What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make gold bar frame pendants for your jewelry business. I will show you everything from how to buy the bars, to how to get 3D designs made, how to print the wax, important information you need to know about printing the waxes, to casting, to buying wholesale loose diamonds, to finishing the piece. I also want to talk about how much you should be selling these for. We have a lot to talk about, let's not waste any time and get right into it. Before we begin the video, I want to ask you guys for a huge favor, and that's to hit the like button. I know it seems like a small thing, but it's super important for my channel and it helps grow my channel. So if you guys can do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you in advance. Alright guys, let's begin. As you guys already know, in this example we're going to be using the Mars Elegoo 3 3D printer. This is by far my favorite printer and it only costs around $300, so it's very affordable. We're also going to be using Power Resin's Burn castable resin. The first thing that we have to do is buy a gold bar. In this example, I'm going to be using this 2.5 gram PAM bar. It's very important to buy authentic bars. I suggest you purchase your gold bars from two websites, kitco.com and appmex.com. These sites only sell authentic bars. The next thing that we will do is get a 3D designer to design our bar frame. Before we contact the designer, we have to know the exact dimensions of the bar to make sure it fits perfectly in the frame. So we're going to go on Google and type in 2.5 gram gold PAM bar dimensions. And as you guys can see right here, the dimensions are 19mm by 11.5mm by 0.6mm. Next, we're going to go on cgtrader.com and find a designer whose work you like. For example, we have the designer right here. We're going to click hire me and send him an example picture from a website of the file you want to make. We're going to send him this picture right here along with the dimensions of the gold bar. We're also going to tell him what size stones we want in the frame. It should cost you around $30 to make this file. And here you guys can see the file that he created. The designer only has to make the frame and the bail. He does not have to make the pin. The polisher will make the pin himself. So we have these two STL files right here. The frame, which has the back pins. These back pins will be bent to hold the bar in place. And we have the bail. The next thing that we're going to do is print these files. Open up the software that the printer comes with and import both files. Now this next step is extremely important. If you print the wax where the wax has to be the exact same size, like in this example here, you have to use a special kind of resin that doesn't shrink. The bar has to fit in the frame perfect, so you have to use a non-shrinking resin such as the Power Resin Zero. This resin costs the same as the burn resin which we'll be using in this example. I don't have the Zero resin at the moment, so I'm going to be using the burn resin. The problem with the burn resin is that it shrinks about 3 to 5% when the wax is printed and cured. So what we're going to do is change the size of both the frame file and the bail file to about 3% higher. So instead of 100, change it to 103%. Now let's print the waxes. Whether you're printing 1 or 20 waxes, the time it takes to print the file is going to be exactly the same. It's going to take about 3 hours to print. After the wax is printed, the next thing we're going to do is cure the wax in alcohol. We have to check to make sure the bar fits perfectly into the wax. When resin cures, it shrinks, so don't put the bar in right away to check. I suggest putting it under UV sunlight for about half an hour and then let it dry. After about half an hour, put the gold bar into the wax and make sure it fits perfect. And as you guys can see, it fits perfectly. The next thing we're going to do is cut off all the supports. And now our wax is ready to be casted. As you guys know, you should be paying around $1.50 over the gold price per gram. We're going to make this piece right here in 14 karat yellow gold. Only make these in 14 or 18 carats. Don't ever make these in 10 karat gold because nobody's going to buy a 24 karat bar with 10 karat gold. So here we have the casted pieces. Let's take a look and see if the bar fits. And as you guys can see, the gold bar fits in the frame perfect. Let's weigh the frame and the bail. And the total weight is 7.11 grams. 14 karat gold is $35.40 per gram, so that means we should pay just under $37 a gram to cast these. So we paid $262 for the frame and the bail, and we paid $195 for the bar plus shipping, so around $215. When you guys buy gold bars from these websites, you have to give them your resale permit so that you don't pay any sales tax. Email your resale permit to AppMex and they will not charge you any sales tax prior to buying the bar. Now the next thing that we have to do is get diamonds for this frame. Let me show you guys how to get loose diamonds wholesale. We're going to go to Alibaba.com and find a diamond supplier. Now a lot of people don't understand what Alibaba is. When you mention Alibaba, they automatically start thinking bootleg Chinese products. Alibaba is just a list of a bunch of suppliers worldwide, not just China. Diamond suppliers from around the world list their businesses on the site and look for clients. So right here, you guys see the supplier right here is from India. And as you guys see, they're charging around $350 per carat for VS diamonds. When buying diamonds, always pay through credit card or through PayPal. Never pay through wire transfer. So this frame and bail need 36 2mm stones. Each stone is 0.03 carats. So that's a total of 1.08 carats. 1.08 multiplied by 350 is $378. We also have to pay a diamond setter to set these stones. There are 36 holes and it costs $1 to set each stone. So that's $36 to set stones, and we're also going to pay $30 to polish and finish the piece. So right here we have the finished piece. Let's calculate exactly how much it costs to make it. The bar costs us $215, the casted frame costs us $262, the diamonds cost us $378 plus $36 to set the stones, and we paid $30 to finish the piece. So the total to make this piece is $921. You should sell pieces like this for around double what it costs you to make it. You can also sell these with a chain that should cost you no more than a few $100s. This way, you save customers the headache of looking for a chain for this bar. And right here, you guys can see approximately how much jewelers charge for pieces like this. This piece comes with a chain that's very light, and this piece has less carats than the piece that we made. I want you guys to understand that anyone can start a real jewelry business. You don't need to go intern anywhere or go to some school and get some kind of special education. You can learn this all by yourself, just like all the other jewelers that you know. If you look at most famous jewelers, almost all of them are immigrants. So if they can come to this country and start a business, there's absolutely no reason why you can't. This is something anyone can do regardless of your age, your education, or even how much money you have. You can start a real business with not a lot of money. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel free to ask in the comments.